Hi everyone, welcome to this video. We're going to do an unboxing of some goodies from YesStyle. YesStyle is an online store where you can very easily access Korean and Asian beauty and skincare. It is probably my favorite site for purchasing those kinds of products. I love being able to explore all of the great sunscreens that they have that you normally can't access in the United States with superior sunscreen ingredients, for example, and of course exploring any other kind of K-beauty makeup and skincare items. So if you are interested in ever purchasing anything that's in the Korean beauty world, then you should definitely consider YesStyle. So in this video, YesStyle sent along a couple of makeup items and several skincare items. I'm going to show you all of them in this kind of unboxing and exploration, and then I'm going to apply the makeup products in real time so that we can kind of get ready together. All of the items will be linked in the description box so you can go check them out if you're interested, and I will put the discount code that I have for you. I think it's for 5% off, but whatever it is, I will make sure to include that for you in the description box, as well as a link to Rakuten, so if you're doing any online shopping, that you can automatically get cash back on top of any discounts that you may be able to apply. Thank you so much for subscribing and hitting that red subscribe button. You can also follow allurabeauty on Instagram. I'll link that in the upper left-hand corner for you. And last thing before we dive into it, if you missed my latest video, please go ahead and check it out. I think it should be for my second installment or my second video that I'm doing in my generic versus brand name skincare series, where I kind of test them head to head and tell you if the brand name is really better or sometimes if the generic one is even superior. So if that interests you at all, I will link that in the upper right hand corner for you. It was for CeraVe's very popular PM moisturizer. All right, I want to start with the skincare items, and there were 3 of them that were included in this box. Now, just like with anything, even with a brand, there are good things, there are bad things. So the world of Korean skincare is very intriguing because they have a lot of innovative things, but at the same time, there are a lot of Korean skincare products that have fragrance, irritants, things like that. So as with anything, whether it's Korean skincare, American skincare, European skincare, you always have to check the ingredients. Not everything is good, not everything is bad. So this time there were 2 major hits out of the 3 skincare products that were sent. I guess I'll start with the one that I didn't use on my skin because I don't really want to put the ingredients that are in this product on my own skin, and that is the Male Rose Petal Essence. I believe the brand is The Plant Base. Now this has a lot of rose-based kind of ingredients that are fragrant. There are some really good ingredients like niacinamide in here, but there are a lot of flower oils which are irritating to the skin and have a lot of fragrant properties. So I just didn't really want to put this on my face. But the 2 hits, and I was pretty blown away when I looked at the ingredients on these. The first one is this product here. This is by the company Wish Trend, and it is the Quad Active Boosting Essence. And you get a beautiful bottle of it like this. It's a liquid. I use it basically as a toner. You can see in this footage that I just put it into the palm of my hand and I just kind of pat it into the skin. That is the way I typically use a toner or an essence. The very first ingredient is willow bark extract. Lovely ingredient for the skin. And frankly, this whole thing is packed. It's a pretty simple ingredients list, but every ingredient is affecting the skin in a soothing, hydrating manner. So I am absolutely excited to have this as an addition to my lineup of toners. Even says on the bottle there is propolis extract in here, fermented honey and black tea, and it's pH balancing. And then the third product is this one. It is from the company 11 Village Factory. I think that's the company. It is called their Derma Clear B5 Sica cream, and it comes in a tube like this. Has a very lovely texture. It's like a gel kind of lotion, just sinks into the skin, nice and hydrating, especially if you're someone who has oily skin and you really want something lightweight that really sinks in and doesn't leave any sort of film. This is a great formula, but on top of that is the ingredients that they have included in this product. Among other great things, you have glycerin, a lot of really good plant extracts too that act as antioxidants on the skin, and most importantly, neither of these products appear to have any sort of skin irritants or fragrance in them. So both of these were a hit. Oh, the box also included these kind of like single use or sample use products. They are by Wellage, I think is how you pronounce the brand. One of them is the Gold Collagen One Day Kit. That's this one, and then the other one is a Real Hyaluronic Bio Capsule. So nice little testers to see if you like the way that they feel, and then maybe purchase the large or full-size product later. Moving on to the makeup. So we got two things. Both of them are from the company Pony Effect. So the first thing that I applied, because it's the foundation, so this is the Cover Stay Cushion Foundation EX. And they have, I think, 4 or 5 different shades. The shade that I received is number 3, Nude Beige. So it comes in a very pretty compact like this. It does get fingerprints really easily, but it kind of not snap, it's a magnetic closure there. You do get a mirror on the inside, and then on this cover you get your sponge, whatever this is called, and they have covered the foundation. If you're familiar with cushion foundations, this is how they come. There's kind of like this mesh, and you press this into the foundation to get the product. I don't really like using this. You can probably see in the footage that it's just, I don't like the way they apply. They are fantastic for travel if you don't want to be lugging around any sort of brushes, and you can just throw this compact literally by itself into your bag if for some reason you were touching up your foundation. But otherwise, I wanted to use a brush, so that's what I did. I was concerned that this shade wouldn't match me, and it is pretty light for my skin, at least in the summertime. I think this would be an appropriate match for the winter, but after I applied it and let it sink in, it wasn't too stark of a difference. So at the end of the day, it matches my skin tone pretty well, especially after I apply bronzer to warm it up and deepen up the tone. Now, what I noticed immediately was the fragrance. So unfortunately, I can't endorse the ingredients that are in this foundation in terms of there are several, not only fragrance itself, but several other fragrant ingredients. In addition, this foundation includes denatured alcohol, which again is not a good skincare product. So at the end of the day, would I personally purchase this? No, I wouldn't, because I would opt for a foundation that does not have those bad ingredients in it. But what I will say is that it applies really beautifully and it looks really nice on the skin. So if I were purely concerned about just the way it looks on my skin temporarily while I'm wearing it, then this is a great foundation, but over the long run, I don't want to be committing that damage to my skin, so that's why I personally wouldn't purchase it. The other great thing, just in terms of the value, is that they also include in the box a completely new foundation well, I guess you would call it. So once you use up the one that already comes in the compact, you will have a backup. The total amount that you're getting is 15 grams times 2, or 0.52 ounces times 2. So over a full fluid ounce, which is the typical amount that you get in a foundation like this. Okay, so obviously we've jumped around in time a little bit. I'm trying to film a couple different videos at the same time, so I'm even confusing myself. But at this point, after applying the foundation, I applied my own setting powder, translucent powder, and I did my eye look. I actually did the eye look using some Korean beauty or makeup products from a different box, so just stay tuned for that unboxing. And I applied my own blush, my own highlighter, my own concealer, my own bronzer, and I also did my brows and my liner using products from that beauty box that you'll see in a little bit. So all we have to do now is the lips, and I will say that I love the way that this foundation looks on the skin and the way it sits on the skin. So it certainly looks beautiful. Now for the lips, we have another product by Pony Effect. This is the Enamel Lip Lacquer, and the shade is Paradox. They have several different shades in this line. Beautiful packaging. Again, you kind of get those fingerprints on it really easily, but oh well. Okay, it comes with a slanted doe foot applicator like this, and this is a very warm toned brownie red shade. It's not really gonna go with the rest of the look that I have on here, but I love these kinds of formulas that I'm pretty sure started with Korean beauty brands and have been adopted by a couple of American brands now. But it's super, it's like a gel texture and formula that feels beautiful on the lips. So super comfortable to wear. So you get a little bit of like a plump, juicy, glossy finish to it, but with a gel texture. And these are not as long wearing as like a dry matte, what am I trying to say? A matte, dry down kind of liquid lipstick. But they are, even though they feel kind of like weightless gloss, they last a little longer than just a normal lip gloss would. So if we do a test like this, you can see there is a little bit of transfer, but it's not as much as you would get with a normal gloss. Oh, and you get the benefit of a bit of a stain. This is after I wiped it off with a makeup wipe, so you get that advantage too. So there you have everything that we received this time around from YesStyle in the box. Like I said, I am very pleasantly surprised with those two kind of skincare gems that they sent along. And, you know, the makeup I enjoy too, although the ingredients for the foundation I have some issues with, but visually I really like the way things look. Let me know what you think in the comment section below, or any other products that you love from YesStyle that you're able to access. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. As always, thank you so much for taking the time to watch, and I'll see you in the next video.